Hey guys, Kevin here. Let's have a look at flowcharts and algorithms. So you might be wondering what are algorithms, what are flowcharts. You might have heard their name. So what basically an algorithm is that when you are given a question about competitive programming, you are asked that do this, this is the scenario and you need to code and make a application which can do the following things. What you do is that you imagine that all right, I will be declaring these variables, I'll be taking input for these variables, I'll be putting them in this loop, I'll be putting them in this if else statement, I'll give this condition. All right, so you can do that by writing it in English. All right, and that's a rough draft, and then you can work on it. You can by keeping it as a reference, you can write the code. That's what people advise you to do. Personally, I don't feel the need to do it, but many of you might. And then some people like to visualize it, imagine it, that they convert the algorithm into a flowchart where they make shapes and all. So let's have a look at them. We'll be heading to OneNote for this. So yeah. So first of all, you have a oval or an ellipse. Over here it is indicated to when you want the computer to start or stop. So you just make a oval like this and then you write start, right? And or stop, whatever you want to write. Then you have input or output. So when you want the computer to take an input, that is C in and C out in our case. All right, in C++, when you want to use C in and C out, you write like take input. Applies my handwriting. Take input for x, a variable x. All right. Then processor operating. So what you would, when you want to declare a variable x, so declare x, integer x. So you write that. Or if you want to do that, c equals to a plus b, right? All of these type of codes are done in this rectangle bracket. Then decision. So when you want a if statement, what you do is that you write that if a greater than b. All right, then you make an arrow. So this is a flow line. So all flowcharts have a connecting line between them. That's a flow line. So what you do is that you just make two different boxes from here. Like let's get a go back to the code where we wanted to find the difference, and then you make two rectangles. Write that if a is greater than b and if it's true, all right, then a minus b, all right, c equals to a minus b. And if it's not true, if it's false, then c equals to b minus a. So that's how we can write if statements. So let's have a look at our two questions that I have created. All right, let's first have a look at this. uh, we'll write an algorithm, we'll write a flowchart, we'll write a program, and then this would be kind of homework for you. We have already done this question in the else if statement, so you won't need to write the code for it, you just need to write the algorithm and flowchart. You can tweet me the answers to this if you feel like doing that, and taking a screenshot of it, a picture of it, and then you can tweet me at the rate Kevin P. Karia on Twitter. So let's look at this question. I'll be typing because that would be faster. So over here, the question is make an algorithm or program or flowchart for a vegetable vendor to determine the amount of money to be returned to a customer after giving input for the item price, amount of items bought, and amount given to shopkeeper. So let's say you're going out to the grocery store and you want to buy vegetables. So you buy tomatoes, onions, potatoes, all right, and you buy 1 kg potatoes, 2 kg onions, whatever, and then each one of them has their price. So like potato might be 10 rupees, onions might be 20 rupees, and then you have a 500 rupee note, you give it to the shopkeeper. Now the shopkeeper isn't smart enough, all right, he doesn't know math, so we create a program for him where he enters the things that the guy has bought 1.5 kg potatoes and the price of potato is 10 rupees, so that's 15 rupees. So 15 rupees I have to deduct from the main amount, and then return this to back to him. So let's do it. So first step is start, all right, obviously. Second step would be to declare our variables. So let's declare my bad declare integer, all right. So let's say we are going to buy 3 items, all right. Potatoes, carrots, and tomatoes. Potatoes, carrots, and tomatoes. So declare integer cost underscore pot. It's potatoes short for it. Cost underscore tomatoes and cost underscore carrots. Then amount underscore potatoes, amount underscore tomatoes, amount underscore carrots. Do we need to declare any other variable? Yeah. Amount underscore given. Let's and amount underscore return. All right. And yeah, total and total underscore cost. All right. So that's the amount of money by adding them. Right? Then what you will do? You will say input. Right. Ask for input of cost potatoes, cost tomatoes, cost carrots, cost potatoes, cost amount of potatoes, amount of tomatoes, amount of carrots, amount given. All right. So I'll just copy them, I'll just paste them. All right. So we need to take the input for all of these. We gave the input for that. Next, what do? We have got the input. Now let's calculate the total cost. All right. So total underscore cost is equals to, right, now cost underscore potatoes into amount underscore potatoes. Let's add it. So let's just copy this. Yeah, and then over here we have tomatoes and carrots. Yeah, so these are total cost. How we found it? That for example you buy 1.5 kg potatoes. 1 kg potato is of 10 rupees, so that's 15 rupees. All right. Then you have tomatoes for some price. You buy 2 kgs of tomatoes, you multiply it, you find the answer. You add it with the amount of potatoes and the price of carrots, and you find the total cost. So this comes out to be, let's say, 100 rupees. All right. Now what we do is, we had taken input for amount given. All right. Now we need to find the amount returned. So amount underscore returned. All right. Yeah, amount underscore ret should be equals to amount underscore given minus amount underscore minus total cost. Right. And then our sixth would be to print amount underscore return. All right. Amount of items bought and amount given to shopkeeper. This is, and determine the amount of money to be returned. Print amount underscore return and then stop. All right. Fair enough. So this is your first algorithm. All right. Let's add these to dictionary. Ignore. Oh, this will be wrong. Okay. So you get it. All right. So that's how you make your algorithm. All right. Now we need to make a flowchart for this. So yeah, let's do it. So now this might take a while. So you can do this live with me while I'm solving it. You can start solving it, and that way you can test yourself as well. You also have to do this homework, so that's there for you. So let's first create our start. I'll be typing here so that it's faster. And we'll declare integer. So for declaring integers, what do we use? We use a process box. All right, process box, that is a rectangle. So let's go to shapes again. Let's take a rectangle. All right, and I'm just gonna write I'm just gonna paste this over there. Then what do? We put an arrow, right, flow line. What are we doing? We are taking input for cost, all of these, right? So we'll be using a parallelogram. All right. and then we are just gonna copy this and put it over there. And we got the input. This is way too ugly, but let's deal with it. Then we have the total cost. So this is a process box, all right. So again, we'll use a rectangle for this. So let's do that. Let's create a rectangle over here. Let's also get a arrow, right? And then we are gonna write total cost equals to this, and you can create another box for this if you want, right? It depends on how the person checking the code thinks it. So like you'll probably have this while doing your while doing a college or engineering or whatever you're studying course, you'll have this. So it depends on your teacher. uh, this is important, but I don't feel it's much important. I don't feel its importance that much. However, if your teacher asks you to do that, then you have to do it. Then you need to print this. So again, printing would be it will be an output. So it will be a parallelogram, right? So and then you'll write print amount underscore return. You'll have a start. You'll have stop. So let's select this. That's our lesson. Don't be lazy. Even though Bill Gates said that, don't be lazy. So that should be our first flowchart. All right. And now this is homework for you. Make an algorithm program a flowchart for a teacher to determine the grades of student. We've already done its code. Yeah, it's grades.cpp. Right, we did this when we were studying conditions, else if statement. Over there, we created this. Now, let me give you a brief. I've already taught you this. This is how you do a if statement. So make make the algorithm, make the flowchart, zoom it out. If you are doing it on a paper, that's up to you. Take a screenshot of it and tweet it to me. All right, @Kevin B Karia. It would be in the description and my bio link. So do that, right? Also give me a follow on Twitter. Selfless shame promotion. Oh my god, shameless self promotion. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Let's move on. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more of such tutorials. Follow me on Twitter @KevinPikaria. If you have any queries, let me know them down in the comment section or on this email ID, that is ask.kevinpikaria@gmail.com.